What's up, guys? And you're welcome back to YouTube channel. It's been a very long time, and I'm so sorry for not coming here with some insightful video. Actually, what happened is that we're trying to gather some information that will be reliable. We don't just want to bring information that when you find out, you just figure out that it's not actually true. What this guy said is not actually true. I just came to Brazil not long, so it is important that I study the ground very well so that I don't just dish out what I can vouch for, right? I want to wish everyone compliment of the season, and I pray that the year 2024 is going to be a very good year for you and I. It's going to be a year of fulfillment. Okay, so thank you very much for dropping by to check this video. I just want to do this video very quickly based on popular demand. I have some friends and some other people that are planning to come to Brazil, and they've been asking what are the food stuff I should come with. And the truth is that Brazil is actually the biggest country in the whole of Latin America. Okay, so and it's a country that is full of diverse and vibrant culture. So you can expect that all kinds of food stuff can be found in Brazil, and that is actually true. Talk of any kind of food stuff you that you know, or that you don't even know, you find them here. When it comes to fruits, come on, all kinds of fruits, you see them here in Brazil. The fruit that you've never seen, the one that you've not even seen on video, on screen before, you see them physically in Brazil. So there are different types of food, there are different types of fruits, food stuff, all kind. Mention them, you see them in Brazil. But when you are going to a new terrain, a new country, when you are going to a new country, it is important for, it might be difficult for you to transition immediately to the food that you don't know before, right? The food that you've not been eating before. It might be very difficult for you to just start liking them all of a sudden. So it is because of this that I'm making this video. So when you are leaving your country, I'm going to be using Nigeria for example. When you are coming from Nigeria, for example, there are some food stuff that I expect you to come with. Okay, so while you are learning the culinary in Brazil, we have 5 different food stuff. It's not all of them are not actually food stuff, but there are 5 different things when it comes to food that you should not forget at home. Okay, number one, they are very number one is dry pepper. When you're coming to Brazil, depending on your love for pepper, if you are from the Yoruba part in Nigeria, they are known to like pepper so much. So when you're coming from Nigeria, make sure you come with, let's say, that the biggest Ziploc bag. Make sure you come with 2 full one. Yeah, you heard me right. Two full Ziploc bag of dry pepper. Anyway, it's also dependent on the amount of time you want to spend in Brazil. But if you're going to be staying long, let's say you'll be spending 2 years, for instance. If you're coming for vacation, maybe for 6 months, it might not be up to that. If you're coming if you're coming for academics purpose, like you're coming to school, you might need to come with substantial amount of pepper. Okay, so like I said, dependent on how much you like pepper. If you don't really like pepper, you can just come with one. But the truth is that here in Brazil, I've not really seen the part of Brazil where I am staying. I've not really seen pepper like that. We have tatache, we have the green pepper, but that one that is very spicy, I've not really seen it right here. So if you're coming, make sure you come with that spicy dried pepper, blend it, then you can preserve it in a Ziploc bag when you're coming. The next one I'm going to talk about is the yam flour. Okay, we have 2 types of yam flour. We have the pando yam and we have the one that is called amala. Okay, make sure you come with the two. Come with yam flour. You can buy, the one you're going to buy, definitely they are in sachet, so come with as many as you can. And also come with amala, the powdered amala, the yam flour. Okay, don't forget to, this is also dependent on if it's one of your favorites, right? Because some people don't eat swallow. If you like swallow, You might want to come with a lot of that, okay? And in addition to that, make sure you come with turning stick, okay, so that you don't just come here, because they don't really eat swallow. They don't eat swallow. They don't really eat swallow here. I mean, indigenous Brazilians, they don't eat swallow. So all their foods are eaten with fork and knife. Swallow, honestly. So make sure you come with your turning stick. So because they don't do swallow, it is very hard for you to get turning stick, right? So the one that is close to a turning sticks are those capula they use for when you are when you're about to bake bread, that thing you use to smoothen the dough. So that's what I've really seen. And there are some other spoons that are made with wood, but they are very very soft. Like if you are using to turn, it might break in the course of doing that. So come with your turning stick. Now the third food item that I'm going to talk about is the cassava flour. Cassava flour, or popularly known as gari in Nigeria. If you're coming to Brazil, make sure you come with gari. Now they have gari in Brazil. It is called farinha de mandioca. We have different types of food stuff that looks like gari, but they have the specific one that is made from cassava, but that there is a different taste. Their own gari here, or their own cassava flour here, they don't drink it like we put it inside water and start drinking in Nigeria. They don't do that, okay? And the taste too differs from the one we have back in Africa. So when you are coming, you might want to come with some amount. So while you are learning about the one in Brazil, you can just while you're integrating to Brazilian dishes, Brazilian farinha, gari, you might just be using your own to mix it until you stabilize, okay? So when you're coming, the third thing you should come with is cassava flour, popularly known as gari. Now the fourth one is, make sure you come with different seasoning cubes. Here there is a lot of ajinomoto. Everybody knows about there's ajinomoto in my country, and a lot of it here in Brazil. But before one thing about seasoning cubes is that different countries have their own special taste. So the one for Brazil has its own different taste. Even those ones that are not ajinomoto, they have for instance, in Nigeria, the cubes that we have, the seasoning cubes, you can just squeeze it. You can just yes, you can just try to break it, squeeze it into your soup or into whatever you're cooking with your hands. But the one in Brazil, you can't in attempt to do that. Will just smear everything in your hands, right? So they are very soft, very close to being a paste, right? So when you're coming, make sure you come with seasoning cubes of your choice, whichever one that you like. Make sure you come with a lot of that. So while you are integrating into the Brazilian taste, you can be using that as well, okay? And the last one I'm going to talk about here is about the vegetable, okay? We have different kinds of vegetable, those ones that I've never seen in my life. I've been seeing them here in Brazil. Some plants that become vegetable here, some plants that I think they are weeds in Nigeria. I figure out that they're actually vegetable when I get to Brazil, okay? So there are different types of vegetable here in Brazil, but some of them are like, how can I be eating this? And it's been giving me a tough time, having vegetable to, so basically the one I see a lot that is similar to the one I see back in Nigeria is water leaf. There's a lot of water leaf here, very leafy, green, succulent water leaf. They have a lot of it right here in Brazil. But when you are coming, make sure you come with vegetable seeds, your efo, or any type of vegetable of your choice that is your favorite. Make sure you come with the seed. Make sure they are dried. There are good soil that you can plant them. Like you can do like a mini garden at your backyard or your veranda, at your balcony, and you can plant them. So it will not really make you to miss your country. I beg your pardon. It will not make you to miss your country too much when you have all of these things around you. Okay. Now let me talk about egusi and ogbono. Don't ever miss those two items when you are coming to Brazil, because Brazil don't usually do all this soupy kind of things that we have in Brazil. They call it molo. The soup in Brazil is called molo. Either it's sauce, the pepper sauce, gusi, or whatever it is, they call it molo. But they don't do molo like that. They don't do soup thing here. So the popular food in Brazil is rice. Okay, so when you are coming as an African person, you can't just throw away swallow all of a sudden, right? There's a need for you to be interchanging as you are learning the new culture, because when you are visiting a new country, you're about to learn a new culture, but you can't totally forget. You can't, even though if you want to forget, which is dependent on you, it's not something you can do overnight. Okay, so while you are learning how to forget it, you can be tasting, you can be tasting. So I'm going to talk about egusi and ogbono. When you're coming, make sure you come with egusi and ogbono very well. Okay, it is very, very important. So this is where I'm going to stop. I believe you will find this video helpful, especially for those people that will be coming in February or in January. I wish you safe journey, and I promise you, by the grace of God, in this coming year, I'm going to be dishing out information, especially for students that want to, information that has to do with academics, schooling in Brazil, how to go about it, and what have you. Okay, so you can trust this channel for such information. Once again, thank you for dropping by to check out this video. Don't forget to like, and if you're yet to subscribe, of course, I'm counting on you to do that. Thank you so much, and bye. Wishing you a prosperous 2024. Bye.